What a da. Pwyso Gwmru, more specifically welcome to Penllyn, top end of Bryn Cadarn. I don't know whether the camera's picking it up. Got a bit of snow on top of Iwysfa up there. Otherwise it's a beautiful morning. It's not very warm, but it's beautiful. Some cygnets from last year. So let's go and see what we can find. Today's little exploration is the result of some epic multitasking. The night before I was having a computerised conversation with Saddlebag 73, big shout out to Saddlebags. I was keeping one of the dogs entertained by relentlessly throwing toys for him, whilst at the same time discussing various bits and pieces with my wife, and also watching some true crime bits and pieces on the television. So I was multitasking away, but one of the things I was doing was actually looking at on the survey map, and it's surprising what you can find on your doorstep. On today's little exercise, I'm off trying to find something, which I will tell you about later. It's amazing the information that's contained on Ordnance Survey maps if you just look at them, and you'll see this is a completely, really, apart from just a bit here where I'm stopping and checking a couple of bits on the map, is essentially an unedited journey. So you can see I won't have travelled very far. Tiny little lanes, all single track, some of it's 30 limited, some of it's national speed limits, and they're all really close to home. So I've travelled from Penllyn, just up the 4244, turned off there, and I'm now coming into Penysarwain. And you can see it's little tiny twisty lanes. Sky was blue, lovely bright sunny day, but it really wasn't very warm at all. But I just couldn't resist the chance to nip out, even on a short distance. So it's amazing, really, how few people were out and about that day. You have to be really careful on these lanes because they are just so damn tight, and there's no real opportunity to avoid people, really. Now, I'm being particularly cautious because I have recently had a bit of a nasty experience, all but in a car, thankfully, with a delivery van coming into contact, should we say, with my vehicle. So I didn't really want to get into any problems, and I was trying to be just slow and gentle. It's a very interesting part of the world is Wales, and North Wales here is no less of an exception. In the series LSD Lanes of Wales, I mentioned all sorts of reasons why people might have been using that area in mid Wales, but there's not a lot of people realise that there's a lot of spiritual and historical matters up here in North Wales as well, and it's for that reason that I'm heading off here today. And I'm going to leave you to enjoy the next few minutes of the journey, and we'll pick it up when I've arrived at my stop-off point. I'll see you in a few minutes. Don't go away. We're getting closer to where I'll be stopping off, but just one thing I thought I'd mention here is just how ideal for these kinds of roads smaller bikes are. You know, this is only the 300, and you don't need anything big and fast and powerful. This is probably about the fastest stretch of road, really, that I was on for most of the little explore. So yeah, it's ideal for these kind of things. You can just turn round on a sixpence. You can go down little tiny lanes. It's really good. The Enfield would have been ideal as well, don't get me wrong, but this is really, it was nearer to hand, so I just thought I'd jump on this one. So off I am exploring. It's amazing that size, that lorry that was ahead of me, which is you can imagine that's a bit full, or rather it's filling the lane is what I'm trying to say. Now you've just missed a clue as to who I'm going to see, and no, it's not a Mr. Fowler. Old EastEnders reference there, if you know that. Oh dear, you're showing your age. Anyway, here we go, we're just not far now. Bear with me, and any minute now we'll be able to tell you more about my mission. So here I am at the end of a track. The photos I've seen have shown this as being a wooded area, and the map says it's wooded. However, as you can see, it's very, very new trees. I believe it's 200 or 300 yards down this road. Let's go and have a look, shall we? So what's it? It is Finon Kegin Arthur, which translates into Arthur's Kitchen Well. The Arthur that I'm referring to is none other than King Arthur, the legend. Now, whether it's true or not, I'm not even going to go there, but I'd like to think it is. Down here, this well has supposedly got many restorative powers. Do you suffer from aching limbs? It's supposed to help with that. It's even supposed to help with hemorrhoids. Well, I don't know whether that's true, but that's what they say. There's an old ruin there. Whether that's where I'm supposed to be going, I don't know. They say 200 to 300 yards. Doesn't exactly feel like 200 yards. We'll go a little bit further. We can always come back. Back in Victorian days, spa towns and wells were much favoured. Many of us bikers know Buxton Spa well, Llandrindod Wells down near the Ilan Valley, Builth Wells, although I've never tried Builth Wells of water. Certainly Llandrindod Wells I've sampled on several occasions. How can I put it? You wouldn't want to drink it regularly. It's very, very, very salty. But they do different flavours there. If I remember rightly, you used to get different flavours. Anyhow, going back to my story. Yes, King Arthur well, which is what we're trying to find today, that became quite a thing. Not surprisingly, with it being a thing, somebody thought, let's make some money out of it. A company was formed, and its waters were even sold. I've personally never seen the product, and as you can tell, it's not going to be in business now. However, the product is, there are some bottles still in existence, and there's one on display in the Gwynedd Museum up at the University of Bangor. So it's yeah, it's well worth checking out. There is a good photo of it actually on the internet, for anyone that's interested. I'd just like to be able to find the well. Now I'm told it's only about 20 or 30 yards off of the track, but it is about 200 to 300 yards down the lane. Aha! We may, we probably aren't, but we might be a little bit closer. I don't want to damage any trees. It's really important. And I could get back out of here again. That'll be a laugh. So here we are. If you can get this far, you seem to have a path. Oh, but a crappy one. Right, it's one of the slate uprights. Just remember that this used to be quite a hive of industry at one time, and now it's got a few bits of concrete, slate, a few bits of stonework. And of course King Arthur had his kitchen here somewhere. Talking to the dog walkers just now, they were telling me how there's a pumping station up the road from when it was quite industrious. Oops. There we go. After much procrastination and messing around, I think we're here. Certainly this is part of the design, and over there looks to be a wellhead. Let's go and have a look. So the question we have to ask ourselves, now we're finally here, is this genuinely been on Arthur Keggin? Is it genuinely King Arthur's well, kitchen well, or not? Oop. Will we ever know? It's a lovely story. I can hear water. It's over there somewhere. But are we in the right place? I think we have to be. No. These fallen trees don't help. And that's the stream over there, I suspect. Oh. It's certainly flowing. I don't know if you can see it even, but you can hear it. bubbling up from there. So there we are, Finon Cegin Arthur. All I've got to do is find a way out of here now. After all that effort, my wife reckons we could have got away with simply taking some film down hidden in the woody part of our garden, and you'd have been none the wiser, and she's right really. Anyway, thanks for watching, see you again soon, bye.